Welcome to Wonderlust. I'm Millie, this is Jonty. This week we've gone over 500 subscriptions and we're just amazed at how much response we've had, for all the love, all the thumbs up. Thank you so much for all the support. It's been really crazy.
Yeah, we've been really grateful for all the comments as well, and everything people are saying, some really lovely things that you're saying about the content that we're creating, or that Millie's creating, and we're just really grateful.
We haven't cooked for 7 weeks now. All of our stuff for the kitchen was on a boat, but it has arrived, and we've been organising the kitchen and finding places for things to go. So looking forward to cooking some local recipes, because we found in England we couldn't always get the ingredients that we wanted.
Weirdly, I've been thinking about all the local food we've been eating lately and what I want to cook, and the things that come to mind that I want to cook are sort of Western food.
Really?
Yeah, roasted chicken and things like that. It's really bizarre, but I guess that's kind of what happens when you've got such delicious food readily available.
Yeah.
You kind of want to cook what you don't have, and so I guess in the UK I cooked heaps of Asian food. And so maybe here we'll be cooking more Western food. We'll never know. We'll see in the next few weeks.
So talking about food, we decided to go and tour a few different food places here in Singapore, and we wanted to show you some of them.
Just down the road from us is a place called Hougang, which has a funny spelling. It's with an H. Some people say it's with an H. When I say it with an H, people frown at me and say I've got it wrong. If I say it with no H, people kind of frown at me and say I've got it wrong. So I don't know what it was called. If you're local, just let us know what it's called in the comments below. But we went to, I guess, like a local food hub there. We wouldn't quite call it a hawker centre. It's not really like a coffee shop sort of place, kopitiam sort of place, but it's kind of in between. It's a bit of a hybrid. And they've got a wonderful zichar stall. Zichar is I think it means cooked and fried. And basically they have a big array of home cooked foods which you can choose from. And they've got a few other stalls there as well, including a wonderful Indian stall, and they make prata, roti prata, right there and then in front of you, which is amazing too. What are you getting?
Mutton curry with prata.
Is that yours there?
Light soy, dark soy, and probably lots of ginger and some calamari and some green stir-fried vegetables.
The flavour of the chicken curry reminds me of my mum's from home, but that's one of the things that the zichar places are famous for, or known for really. They have a home flavour to everything. It's like everything's home cooked, which is really cool.
So it looks like we had about 4 meals each, but we actually went there twice because it was so good. And as you can see, the portions for the children are massive. They don't really have, if you go to a pub in England, you can choose a child's portion, which is usually smaller.
Yeah, we learnt our lesson, and I think we'll probably just buy it in one portion and let the kids share. So there's a lot of waste, and either there's a lot of waste, as in food is wasted, or there'll be a lot of waste, as in I eat it all and it'll end up on my waste. So either way, there's a lot of waste, and we don't want that.
This week we went on the never-ending trainer hunt for the kids. Their feet don't seem to stop growing, so we walked around Vivo City, which is a really nice shopping mall.
You got a nice pair of trainers out as well.
I did get a very nice pair of trainers out, yeah. But we didn't find any for the kids, but there is a food court upstairs called Food Republic. It's huge. As you'll see,
it's a chain, isn't it? There's quite a few Food Republics around the country. and it's decorated in a really, really beautiful way. It's like it's got this atmosphere like it's an outdoor street market sort of place.
Yeah,
isn't
there's
it?
like kites on the ceiling and all like Chinese lanterns and birds hanging in boxes.
Yeah.
Not real. You don't need to worry about that.
I feel like they've painted the ceiling black as well, so it feels like you're at night time. And they've got like artificial roofs on the stalls. It's really cute. It's really nice.
I was going around with Aspen to choose something, and she wanted these fried chicken wings that are actually on a satay stand. She can't have peanut; it makes her quite sick. So I wanted to check that there was definitely no like cross-contamination. So I asked the lady behind, and I said, "Are there any peanuts?" I said, "My daughter can't have peanuts." She disappeared and then came up with a whole pot of satay. Which wasn't really what I wanted. So I was like, no. I said, "You can't have peanuts," and this went back and forth, and I don't think she spoke a lot of English or understand what I was asking anyway. And then there was a gentleman waiting with me, and he asked her in Chinese, and it was fine. There was no peanuts, but sometimes there are little pockets of communities or like shops that you go to that you'll find that people only speak Chinese in there. So the meal I had was called char kway teow, and it often comes with chili, but I find that a lot of places, usually comes with chili, but I find that if I'm ordering food on my own, sometimes I'm not offered chili. I don't know if there's a presumption that
I think
I'm
they
not
see
gonna
you
like it, or
a Westerner and they think that you're not going to be able to take chili.
Yeah. That place we went to, she was saying, oh, you don't want chili. And I said, oh no, I do like chili. And she said, oh yeah, it's her favourite. And she piled on so much chili. Nobody in the world would have ever eaten that much chili.
She's just really proud of you. She's like, yeah.
I think so, but I had to hide it under the under some rice and leave it because it was just way too much chili. I couldn't go. So here's Food Republic at Vivo City. I've got seafood char kway teow. So they fry the noodles, and you can get like a really nice charry kind of burnt smell off it. Big prawns, there's egg, fried egg, bean sprouts, 2 different types of noodles.
So I've gone for a braised pork trotter rice, which doesn't sound incredibly appetizing, but it's really tasty. So all the Singaporeans are really into like collagen, so you get like a lot of the pork fat in this, which again doesn't sound very nice, but it's like the tastiest bit. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you need to try it. It's super delicious. It's got these little like almost like peanuts, but they're not. They're some, I don't really know what they are. There's something nutty that's been braised as well, a braised egg, some vegetables, and it's just delicious.
Apple.
We have been really grateful in all the comments of all the different recommendations from local people here. And we know that very, very likely around the corner to Vivo City there was somewhere to have better food at a better price. There always is in Singapore. I met with some colleagues nearby at a hawker centre in Kovan, and it was amazing. It's a very, very large hawker centre full of lots of variety of meals and lots of queues, which is a good thing.
Always carry a packet of tissues with you in Singapore, and you can do something called you chope the table, which means you reserve it. So if you see a packet of tissues on a table, don't just brush it off and sit there because somebody has reserved that table. Yeah, they've choked it. So it's a handy little tip. Many of the hawker stalls, you'll notice, only serve 1 or 2 dishes, and what's really special about this is that the recipes would have been handed down through the generations, and you often find there's like 2nd or 3rd generation hawkers
so cool.
that have been perfecting this sort of secret recipe almost.
If you've got time, just like if you see a long queue, just get on the end of it, and you're gonna get a treat at the end. So.
Yeah, and all of these places do food to eat in or take out. So you would have seen one of the dishes was called carrot cake. If you live in the UK, carrot cake is a cake with grated carrot in it,
walnuts.
Which does sound weird, vegetable cake. But carrot cake's delicious. If you haven't had it in England or in Singapore, you should try it. But carrot cake in Singapore...
It's a sneaky way of getting your kids to eat fun.
Yeah, it isn't exactly healthy. It's fried turnip.
It's absolutely delicious. I love it.
barbecue. We've got peanut satay sauce. Worth the wait. These are bean curd. So this is a chocolate flavoured bean curd and an original bean curd.
We deliberately didn't go for any of the, I guess the national dishes and the ones that are most popular, because we're going to save that for a separate episode in a few weeks' time. So don't get on our backs and tell us off for not getting those, and they will come.
As always, hit subscribe, hit the notifications button, follow us on Instagram. You can kind of see what we get up to in the week. Have a great week.